What's up, y'all? Let's talk about Claressa Shields and how she just be posting anything. So on her Facebook account, she shared a post from another young lady who was talking about women being up in her man's inbox, right? So here's the post, and Clarissa says, "Message, you dumb bees, inboxing my man Papoose is diabolical. That's why we block y'all. Just yuck." So as you can see, there's more laughing responses to this post than anything. So I'm like, I got to go in the comments and see what's going on. One of the comments says, "Now, Clarissa, I stand with you when you're right, but baby, you should have just sat this one out. They finna eat you up in these comments." And this girl is absolutely correct. Here's another comment that says, "He is only going to show you the messages from the women he doesn't want. He isn't going to show you the message from the women he wants." Duh. Like, why is that not clicking for her? As if, their relationship was based on a solid foundation of trust and all of these other things. And he's just going to be honest with her all the time when their whole relationship is just not one built on those types of things. The clowning continues with this comment, "Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun." They are laughing at you, Clarissa. Like, why do you even do yourself like this? Did she forget that she was in that man's inbox when he was still actively married and living with his wife? Like, that's what Papoose said on the Tamron Hall show when they first launched their career, or their I said career because that's all it is. Honestly, it's a business arrangement. But when they finally went public on a stage about their relationship, he said that she was in his inbox. Okay. And she did not deny that. So what they say is true. The same way you get him is the same way you can lose him. Think wisely. I don't know. That's what Granny told me. Again, laughing at her. People are really starting to see, I think, just how ridiculous this whole thing is. I had just did a video saying the same thing, saying that she would not want people trying to encroach upon her relationship that she has with him the same way in which she did Remy Ma. But look, it's happening. It's been happening. She's just confirming it. I mean, none of us is stupid. Like, we all know that it's still going down. You know what I'm saying? So somebody told her, LMAO. Let him defend you sometimes. Dang. And I agree. Like, this man don't defend her for real. He just put up a weak post talking about my queen this, tagging her in it. And I guess that's enough for her. Okay. The roasting continues with this comment that says, "Same way you get them is the same way you lose them. My mama told me that. He just needs a female with more money than you after this deal is up." Baby, the foretelling and the foreshadowing is real. Okay. Because everybody sees it. I think that she don't want to see it. Okay. One of the realest comments here says, "If a man wants you for real, he'll get a divorce before trying to knock you up." I'm just saying, I'm waiting with my popcorn to catch this, I swear. And we all are, because 9 times out of 10 in these situations, the woman that is the side chick or whatever ends up losing out, because even if they do end up together, right? Even if she gets him all to herself, he divorces Remy, this, that, and the other. Usually the relationship is not what you think it would be. Okay. That's what I have, seen and observed. I've never been in that position myself because I just knew better than to do that. But I mean, I want to hear from those of you who might maybe have been in a situation where you were with a man, y'all were together, you're waiting on him to get a divorce from his wife. He does, and then you guys are together. Share that experience, because at the end of the day, it's like, we need to hear. We need to know, because I don't think that Papoose is serious about Clarissa. Um, a lot of men are commenting on this situation, and from a man's perspective, they're seeing the cracks in the relationship. So let's talk about it. This comment had me tripping out, and it says, "Didn't you do that very thing though? LOL." And she did. Again, it was confirmed that she did by Papoose, who she did not correct and say, "No, no, you was in my inbox." Nah, because wasn't nobody in her inbox. Papoose was not in her inbox. I don't even think Papoose paid her attention like that until she got in his inbox. And then he saw opportunity because he knew things was wrapping up at Remy Ma house. Like, he had been on the couch all that time. He knew that that woman wanted him out. He didn't have nowhere to go. And so he latched on to Claressa to get him some money because, again, we heard the situation and the dynamics between Remy Ma and him when it came to the money. Okay. And the way he's moving and everything that we see as a result of the fallout between them two, it appears to be correct and true. Okay. And the comments stay on Claressa's neck. This one says, "You mean our man until he signs some papers." This is cute though. Like, really. And they got a gift of Remy Ma. Like, honestly, Claressa, who do you think you're talking to? I don't know what goes on in her mind, but this is just ridiculous. Here are a couple more, and I agree with this person's comment as well. And it says, "Who is your PR person? Somebody needs to coach you on when to respond on certain topics. You don't have to respond on every little thing." That's true, but will she listen? Like, a lot of people that know Claressa personally have said over and over again, she don't listen to nobody. And based on what we see in the behavior, I have to agree. Like, because if she did, I don't think that she would be taking her time to do this. I do believe that she would be focused. She wouldn't be on social media as much as she is. And if she is, she'd be talking about the fight, showing her training, stuff like that. She wouldn't be worried about all this other stuff, right? Someone else says, "Karma stings, doesn't it?" Oh, she'll find out. She hasn't found out just yet, but she will. And then the last one that I'm going to read says, "I just don't understand why she thinks she really have herself something." Because women like that feel like taking somebody else's man is a win. And we all know Claressa is all about winning. And in her personal life with this relationship, she feels like she's won against Remy Ma because she laying up with Pap whenever he feel like laying up with her. I don't know if Claressa expected these types of comments when she posted this, but here's a few more I'm gonna read because these are just too good at this point. "But it was okay while you inboxed his wife knowing you were crushing on him. Girl, you lose him, how you get him." Another one says, "Girl, what goes around comes around. He fair game. Just know how to keep him is the only thing you can control." And this last one, it sounds like she coming for Papoose herself. And it says, "Pap is single, well, married until he gets remarried. So he free game, sis. Now, what's his IG name? I need to DM him while he's upstairs." Like, girl, they are clowning Claressa left and right. So, there's balance in the world, right? So there were some people that was riding for Claressa, agreeing with her. And I'm going to read a couple of those as well. One of the supportive comments said, "My boo said straight facts." I guess agreeing with what Claressa said. And then another one says, here's a bucket tears, okay, for those loser ladies in the comments. She is winning in every dang facet, and it kills y'all inside. Please cry more and make sure to replenish those electrolytes. Ha ha ha. Let's go, champ. She is the GOAT. And see, these comments right here, I feel like Claressa lives for them because not only does she feel how she feel, but she seeks validation. And so no matter if there's a million other comments that don't agree with her, the few that do, she clings to them and she be like, okay, yeah, see, I'm not the only one, or, I know I'm right because blah, blah, blah. I think, along with her own thought process and everything, and then with the people who do support her in this foolishness, I think that's where she gets her boost from. Because honestly, I don't know what her background is as far as what she was taught as a child. Based on what we know, it doesn't seem like she was taught these types of lessons. But, what do you really think is going to happen if you do continue a relationship with Papoose? He does get divorced and y'all do have a kid. I mean, honestly, does she think that they just going to live happily ever after? Does she really believe that she's a better woman than anybody else that can keep Papoose on the straight and narrow? Because from what I understand, he's been out here doing whatever he want to do randomly the entire time. And Remy just got tired of it and was like, okay, I'm done trying to make this work or whatever. And you think that right out of that 20-year relationship, basically, he gonna be a totally different man with you. Okay, girl. So a couple more supportive comments for Claressa that say, you are a champ, move in silence, keep doing you, ignore the noise. And then this one says, stop giving this stuff energy. Focus on yourself. Level up more and more and more. Love you, girly. So again, I guess, I don't know who would agree with a woman stepping to a married man, stepping out in public with a married man, being as loud and boisterous with this married man for 2 years and he's still married, unless you're that type of woman. Okay. And if that's who you are, if that's how you move, cool. Like, I don't agree with that. That's not my style, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be up in nobody's marriage like that. I value marriage and I respect marriage too much. For me, if a man is married, we can't do nothing. Like, you gotta handle that situation over there. So again, I can only assume that the people that agree with how she's moving when it comes to Papoose have either done this or will do this or in the midst of doing the same thing, right? But yeah, it's like the level of delusion, the level of, well, the lack of self-awareness that Claressa Shields has is baffling, because how dare you complain about women being in this man inbox? And that's exactly what you did. Okay. So yeah, this is interesting. It's always something with Claressa Shields. And I think we're all just waiting and watching to see how this will end up, because most of us are predicting that it won't end well. And it's not that, you know, I want anything to happen to her. I wish she would snap out of it. I wish that she would realize that her career has taken a turn for the worse, and she has been hit by a situation that she don't have to be in, but as long as she's in it, I feel like she wants to prove everybody wrong, and she want to be able to have the last laugh and be like, ha ha ha, y'all said this, that, and the other, but that's not what's happening. But I am, of the opinion that the opposite of what she thinks is going to happen is what will truly happen, and that is, once being with her in a personal relationship no longer serves Papoose, and once he get to a place where he doesn't need that personal connection with her, it's going to end. And I don't think she's going to take it well. I don't think that she's going to just let it go. And it's going to be ugly. So, but y'all tell me what y'all think. That's all I got for now. I'll see y'all in another video.